Well, hello everybody. This is Wednesday morning, and welcome back really to Mondays with Moss. Even though it's Monday, I often do a Wednesday recap, and lately I've been talking about your toolkit for navigating a great life. We're besieged by both internal worries, concerns, frustrations, and external situational stuff that just happens to us. Losing a job, somebody getting sick, somebody dying, things not working out. It's the nature of life, actually, that things do not work out more often than not. And that's not really the problem. I think the problem is how we look at it, what's our frame of reference, and how do we deal with it. So I love the quote from A Tale of the Two Cities. These were the best of times, the worst of times. It really gives us a chance to not get caught up in one way of thinking. So last night, I had an interesting experience, and I'm sure many of you did, watching the presidential debates. And hopefully you can relate to what I'm saying. So I'm not saying this to take a political position. I'm saying this because something drastic happened that was so obvious, given the talks that I'm now giving on are you a victim, a survivor, or a navigator. By the way, I really encourage all of you to go online and take my Are You a Navigator questionnaire. So last night we saw an example, a question. Do we see navigation at work? Do we see survival work at work? Do we see victim behavior at work? Navigators are clear about working towards a common goal, finding ways to dialogue, to listen, to self-advocate, and to move towards common ground. Survival is every man for himself, win at any cost. There's lots of roadkill. Victim is, I'm powerless, might as well fall down and succumb and accommodate. Anyway, so what can you relate to? Well, I'll tell you what I went through. I was sitting with my wife, really looking forward to the debate. I was hoping it would be a real debate, not an argument, not a brawl, but a real debate. Two intelligent people, maybe that was my naive optimism, rather than my realistic optimism. And that what I really felt, almost from the get-go, was a combination of anger, frustration, and fear. That was the feelings that I was feeling, my emotions. I could feel the tension in my body. Often when I work with clients or patients and they're upset, I say, take a look at what's going on in your body. I can feel my stomach tighten up. I can feel my chest tighten up. I can feel my fist clench up. My wife looked at it and she left the room, said, Moss, I can't deal with this. This is so frustrating. I have to leave. So she got so aroused, and she's talking to the TV. I couldn't even hear her because she's yelling at the TV. I was really trying to listen to it from the standpoint of, I think two things. One is I'm just interested in how these two guys, maybe alpha guys, would deal with what was going on, and how would the commentator deal with it. So I felt in my body, I felt anger at Trump, total lack of control, bullying behavior, provocative, shaming, really taunting. Reminded me of kids in 7th and 8th grade. I was annoyed with Biden to some degree, felt a little empathy for him. I really was thinking, go over and punch the fucker out, just do something. I'm glad he didn't do it. He really worked hard to maintain his composure. But my 60,000-year-old emotional fire alarm was going off. Hey, Ronnie. And I just wanted him to lash out. I'm glad he didn't. In the long run, we want someone who could stand in the fire, take the provocation, and stay focused on who I am and what I'm out to accomplish in terms of my purpose. And I was really quite perplexed with the poor moderator who's trying to figure it out. I don't know what he was expecting, but he didn't take good control. It was really a situation in which the two animals on stage and dialogue, because that was not a dialogue, that was not a debate. That was pretty close to a brawl. It was pretty close to two guys taunting each other in a bar. One guy in particular trying to overdraft on that time. I'm going to shut the mic. And then we can get a chance to see if any of these guys have self-control. Are they going to run amok? Are they going to throw the podium over? Are they going to scream and yell and attack the moderator? Like there was one scene last night when the moderator said, "President, you're interrupting. Please let the vice president talk." The previous president talked. And Obama said, "Well, he's interrupting. That's 8th grade. That's 7th grade behavior. So we need the moderator to say, no, not doing that. Cut off until Biden, whoever it is, maybe next time Biden will lose control." And again, please, I'm not trying to take a political position. I mean, I am a Democrat, no question about it. You might as well know that. Hi, Jeff. But I do try to listen with open mind. It is difficult for me to do that at times because I have my biases. I have my old history. But anyway, I'm wondering to see if that were to happen, if there was someone who took external control, a moderator who acted like the father of disruptive children and said, "Look, this is what we're doing. I'm not going to allow you to stay at the table. I'm not going to allow you to eat. In this situation, I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO. You're not. You're two guys debating. Know your roles, know your decorum, act appropriately." Anyway, that's my recap. My recap of Mondays with Moss. Hopefully it wasn't too political. Hopefully I made a few good points. And I really look forward to talking to you on Monday when I'm going to continue, after I kind of regain some of my composure, calm down, and to talk about other tools, other 4, 5, or 6 real important tools on being able to manage your fear so you can catch your breath, move 60,000 years out of hunter-gatherer existence, which is in the back of your brain, so to speak, and move into how to get our frontal lobes, our thinking brains, to work with the emotional brain. Now remember, the emotional brain wants 3 things. It wants to feel good, wants to get rid of pain, and it wants to be bonded with people they trust and feel safe. The thinking brain just wants to solve problems, make things work. Wouldn't that be great if in the second and third debate we saw some movement? Because if we saw some movement in the leaders and the father figures of our country, okay, we might be able to catch our breath and say, you know, I can maintain realistic optimism. I can maintain faith. I think we can make this work. Okay, so in the meantime, catch your breath, do some exercise, get some movement, do some breathing, find some people you like. Try not to complain too much about what happened. Think about if you were in that situation and you were losing control and you were angry or you were being picked on. How might you manage the fear? How could you control the anger and begin to think about what actions can I take? So bear with me. I will be getting to more actions, I promise you. And some of them are going to be right on key for you. And it can actually change your life. Okay, guys, have a good week. Have a good life. Navigate, not just survive.